So it turns out this book isn't about dating. What's up, socials? Happy Savvy Tuesday. I wanted to let you know I've been kind of challenging myself lately to read a book a week, or a book every 2 weeks, or a book a month. Honestly, if I can get a book done, it's good news. I just think it's so important to continue to educate yourself, and I really wanted to start reading things that I had a lot of faith in helping me with my business, and therefore finding one thing that I really wanted to implement from each book that I read. So naturally, I wanted to fill my new bookshelf, so I went shopping for some new content, not that I don't have books that I haven't read yet, because I definitely do, and found this guy on the shelf. And I've definitely heard about this book before, and I thought, Orange, great title, gotta read it. I am so glad I did. I just finished it this weekend, and if it weren't for travel and holidays, I would not have put it down. Never Eat Alone and Other Secrets to Success, One Relationship at a Time is a book by Keith Ferrazzi, and I truly believe is the Bible to networking. Thanks to being born to a dad who may have been working a normal job but was smart enough to know that he wanted more for his kid, and therefore introduced him to his boss and said, hey, tell him something that you know about being awesome, because he needs to be more awesome than I am in my lifetime. This guy was destined to being an amazing networker. Just to give you a little bit of an insight, here are some of my favorite lines from Never Eat Alone. A goal is a dream with a deadline. Life is about work, work is about life, and both are about people. How many people can walk into our homes and just open up the fridge and help themselves? Not many. People need refrigerator rights relationships, the kind that are comfortable, informal, and intimate enough to let us walk into each other's kitchens and rummage through the refrigerator without asking. It is close relationships like these that keep us well-adjusted, happy, and successful. Wow. Luckily, reading the book, I felt like I've definitely been practicing a lot of the things that he advises, and on the other hand, there were times where I was like, I totally know where he's going with this, and he completely went the opposite direction than I thought. I'm totally looking at networking in a whole new light, even more than I have in the past, which is typically unconventional from what the typical networker is going to do, and I've really stepped up my game with a lot of tips in this book. Luckily, because I've been trying to implement something from every book, and that was not a problem with this one. Here's one thing from this video that you can implement once you check out Never Eat Alone. There's an amazing chapter called Pinging all the time. And although this book was written eons ago based on the technology era, he literally talks about contacts in his palm, like the device palm. It really feels like this chapter was written with contactually.com in mind. If you haven't seen my video on Contactually, definitely check it out. It's a social CRM, basically helps you keep track of all your contacts through emails and Twitter and Facebook and all these fancy things, so that you can know where your relationships lie and don't let anybody go in a dormant state. Definitely check that out, totally a necessity in your life. But more importantly, there are so many sound bites in this chapter that basically help you come up with the best way to categorize all those people in your Contactually database, and even come up with a really great system on when and how often you should be contacting these people. It's really easy to put somebody in a bucket that's clients or potential clients or just basic network or friends and family and just put a timeline on all of them, but there's really no rhyme or reason for that a lot of the time. This chapter really helped me define those even better than I had before, and now when I get my follow-ups from Contactually saying, you have not talked to this person in 30 days, I know exactly what I need to be saying to that person, because I know exactly why they should be contacted every 30 days. The link to Never Eat Alone is in the description, and if you happen to be weird like me and buy the hard copy, well, I hope you do, because this is a reference book. You keep this around so that you remember what to do next, especially when you're planning your next dinner party, because oh my god, might be my favorite part of the book. Also, for more information on Contactually, that stuff's in the description as well. That's all for today's socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. Make sure you tweet with me at Schmittastic and at SavvySexySocial. And for more stuff from me, and so you don't miss a beat, sign up for Amy's Elite. The link's in the annotation below, and I'll be back tomorrow for Sexy Wednesday.